Hello everyone, my name is Derek and welcome back to Let's Google Earth. Today, we are going to be following in the footsteps of the great Charles Darwin and journey to the Galapagos Islands, one of the most volcanically active places on Earth. And interestingly enough, sits right along the equator some 560 miles west of Ecuador. But enough talking about it, let us begin our journey. We are going to be exploring Isabella Island, one of the youngest islands of the archipelago, and was formed by the merging of 6 shield volcanoes. In this first spot, we find a Jasminoceras, or candelabra cactus, a night-blooming cactus growing in the field of volcanic rock. In the distance, you can actually see 2 of the volcanoes that make up this island. And here we find ourselves on the outer rim of a caldera, a large cauldron-like hollow that forms shortly after the emptying of a magma chamber in a volcanic eruption. When large volumes of magma are erupted over a short time, structural support for the rock above the magma chamber is lost. The ground surface then collapses downward into the emptied magma chamber, leaving a massive depression on the surface like the ones on this island. I was unsure of what the structure was at first, but upon some research, I discovered that it was called the Wall of Tears. It was built over 14 years back, in the 1940s and 50s, by prisoners who were sent to Isabella Island. It is said that the Wall of Tears took the lives of thousands of prisoners from injuries, accidents, exposure, and poor treatment while building it. It's even said that the wall is haunted, and that you can hear the wailing and crying of all those who perished during its construction. Oh, look at this, Galapagos tortoises. They look to be young ones, but given the chance, they could live to be 170 years old. It's hard to tell, but I believe these to be blue-footed boobies, which would make sense as the Galapagos Islands population includes about half of all breeding pairs of blue-footed boobies in the world. Here's another type of cacti to grow on the Galapagos Islands, the prickly pear cactus. Brown pelicans also call the Galapagos their homes, as well as these little guys called Sally Lightfoot crabs, or more commonly, red rock crabs. The Galapagos is also home to the smallest breed of sea lions, and here we can see one resting on a wooden bench. Poor guy looks all tuckered out. I go into these never knowing what I'll find, and it's little things like this that make it extra special. This area is the result of lava platforms collapsing into the sea, which created hundreds of lava tunnels and bridges. These lava tunnels were formed millions of years ago when the lava flows from the volcanoes were solidified on the outside thanks to their contact with the water, while remaining liquid on the inside, leaving the lava tunnels which have been eroded by the elements over thousands of years. Here on the rim of a different caldera, we actually find some wild tortoises. Isabella Island is home to more wild tortoises than any of the other islands of the archipelago. Isabella's large size and notable topography created barriers for the slow-moving tortoises. Apparently the creatures were unable to cross lava flows and other obstacles, causing several different subspecies of tortoises to develop. And our last little guest star is the Galapagos land iguana. Well, I think that will do it for today. The Galapagos Islands are an amazing place. I didn't expect to run into so many animals on Google Maps of all places. Just goes to show you what you can find if you explore. I hope that one day we can all get the chance to explore the island for real. Well, I hope I can someday. But until our next journey, goodbye everyone.